Greetings Internet, DDA here, and welcome to my first set of videos for Dragon Ball University, where we're going to be showing new players and experienced players how to play the Dragon Ball Z card game on both a casual and competitive level. To start out today, we're going to be going over the basics. So this video is going to be for any new brand spanking new player that decided that he wanted to play the Dragon Ball Z card game, or any player of another card game that thinks, hey, maybe you want to get into the Dragon Ball Z card game. Is it for me? Your best source of information will always be the Panini WordPress blog. This combined with the Panini Dragon Ball Z rulebook, most up to date, released in the Evolution starter decks. I'm going to have links to the Panini WordPress blog as well as the rulebook and current ruling document, or CRD, in the comments section below. But to start out here with the basics of the Dragon Ball Z card game, new players alike, this is the setup that you're going to be working with. You're going to have three things on the field at the start of the game. Your main personality stack, which is your fighter or the personality that you are going to be using in the Dragon Ball Z card game, a mastery card, and a 60-card deck, which you call your life deck. So the two most important things of the Dragon Ball Z card game are shown right here. Your main personality card and your mastery card. Now we're going to go over card types in a little bit more detail in a later video. But for now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is pick a style. There are 6 fighting styles in the game, and each has a different flavor and different strengths and weaknesses that you can take advantage of while fighting to defeat your opponent. Red style, or the aggressive style, uses anger and leveling in order to do lots of damage and beat down the opponent. Its mirror style, blue style, is kind of a counter style or a counteractive style that uses defense and anti-anger to control the opponent. Black style is all about manipulation. So remove cards from the field, remove cards from your opponent's life deck, and control the game. Its mirror style, orange style, controls in a different way. It uses drills and field control to unleash powerful energy attacks or powerful physical attacks. Namekian style can only be used by Namekians, but this style has massive rejuvenation and drawing ability that seems to go on forever. Saiyan style isn't much different. It can only be used by Saiyans like Goku and Vegeta, but much like the show, this style is all about brute force. Unleash a frenzy of attacks and get stronger as the battle progresses. You're going to have to pick one of these styles in order to start making your life deck. And your life deck is going to consist of one type of these styled cards, either red, blue, black, orange, Namekian, or Saiyan, as well as potentially including some freestyle cards. Freestyle cards are cards that can be in any life deck. So if your deck is a blue style deck, you may have blue style cards and freestyle cards in your life deck. Build a Saiyan deck and allow yourself to use Saiyan style cards and freestyle cards. After you pick a style that you want for your life deck, you're going to have to pick a mastery card. Mastery cards stay out for the entirety of the game and give you powerful effects that you can use for the whole game. There are several different types of mastery cards for each style. These masteries were released in the premiere set of the Dragon Ball Z card game, whereas in the Evolution expansion, new masteries are released. So you can actually choose between multiple masteries, but you can only have one mastery card. And the masteries are very different. You're going to want to build your life deck around your mastery card. For example, the Adept Orange Mastery gives damage to all your attacks and allows you to play drills in the first or second combat early game by adding a hit effect to your styled attacks. However, the Orange Adaptive Mastery only adds damage to your energy attacks and allows you to play drills from your discard pile, which isn't particularly good early game when you have no discard pile. A lot of these keywords are not making much sense now, but as you watch more tutorial videos, you're going to understand the terminology. Remember, this is a fighting game, and this is based on the Dragon Ball Z anime, so this is all about punching, kicking, and blasting your opponent to victory. After you choose a style, you're going to want to choose a main personality. This is the Dragon Ball Z fighter that you're going to use to defeat your opponent. Every main personality has 4 personality levels. You're going to start the game at level 1 and 5 power stages above 0. In order to level up in this game to the next level, to level 2, level 3, and then inevitably level 4, you're going to need to gain something called anger. Just like in the show, when characters got angry and raised in power level and raised in new abilities like Super Saiyan, you're going to get angry in this game and be able to defeat your opponent. As you can see, there's many different characters that you can play as in this game. You can play as heroes like Master Roshi and Trunks. Master Roshi being great in control decks, while Trunks is so good at beating down the opponent. Likewise, you can play as villains like Android 18, Vegeta, and Nappa. Android 18 is a great anti-beatdown personality, so she'll stop the opponent from beating you down. You're going to start at the level 1 of each of these personalities in the beginning of the game. And like I said earlier, in order to level up, you're going to need to get 5 anger. Anger is just a counter that starts at 0, and several cards in the game raise your anger. They'll say, raise your anger 1, much like Red Shoulder Grab. It's a physical attack that raises your anger 1. So when you use this card, you will set your anger from whatever it's currently at to +1 higher. If you happen to be at 4 anger and raise your anger 1 to 5 anger, then you're going to level up and set your power stage to the full maximum power stage. So there are 3 ways that you can claim victory in the Dragon Ball Z card game. The first and most prominent way to win the game is by something called survival victory. And this is taking your opponent's life deck, your opponent's 60 cards, and actually depleting it all away. And as soon as the opponent has 0 cards left in his life deck, he loses the game. We'll go over damage more detailed in another video, but basically all you need to understand is that you're going to be performing attacks on your opponent to do damage to his life deck. He'll have to overturn cards and take damage over time when you attack him. Do enough damage, and then you'll be able to defeat your opponent. As soon as he has 0 cards in his life deck, he loses the game. The other way to win is by something called Most Powerful Personality Victory, or MPPV. We talked about anger earlier, so you need 5 anger to level up. Get 5 anger on level 1, level up to 2. Get 5 anger on level 2, level up to level 3. 5 anger again levels you up to level 4, and then achieving 5 anger on level 4 wins the game for you. Wins the game by Most Powerful Personality Victory. Show your opponent you're the strongest personality by leveling up and winning by anger victory. The third and most interesting way to win the game is, of course, by collecting all 7 mystical Dragon Balls. Now, this is very difficult to do because unlike other cards in your life deck, while Dragon Balls are freestyle cards, they have special rules associated with them. You can only have 1 copy of a given Dragon Ball in your life deck. So all these Dragon Balls are limit 1 per deck. Likewise, you can only have 1 copy of a certain Dragon Ball in play, meaning that if you control Namek Dragon Ball 1, your opponent may not play his own Namek Dragon Ball 1. There are several effects in the game that allow you to capture or pass back and forth Dragon Balls between your opponent. Controlling all 7 Dragon Balls on your side of the field allows you to instantly win the game, summon Shenron, and wish for victory. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first Dragon Ball University video where we went over the basics, and just as a quick summary of the video, the 3 things that you're going to need to start playing the game are a mastery card for a certain style, that being black, blue, red, orange, Saiyan, or Namekian. A main personality, which has a level 1 through 4. It can either be from a pack, like these are from just normal packs, or it can be a high tech from a starter deck. And likewise, you'll need a 60 card life deck that consists of cards made up of the style that you chose, being either, again, one of the 6 styles, or freestyle cards like Dragon Balls, or any card that doesn't have a style as the first word of the card. You start the game at 5 power stages above 0 and 0 anger, and then gaining 5 anger allows you to level up to your next level and set your power stage to the maximum level. There are 3 ways to win the game, and that's Most Powerful Personality Victory by achieving level 4 and 5 anger, Survival Victory by depleting all of your opponent's life deck, and Dragon Ball Victory by controlling all 7 Dragon Balls of a single set. Stay tuned for the next Dragon Ball University video where we're going to go over the card types and how the different cards are used in this card game. Please don't hesitate to hit that like button if you like this video, and as always, turn your dial to Random Number Gaming for weekly updates for the Dragon Ball Z card game.